Many of us in modern life are spending 8, 10, 12 hours and sometimes 7 days a week and back to back, month to month, year on year at work. And what's happening there is that our identity is getting locked into the job, the career that we have. Very few people have very little to talk about themselves outside of their job. And ask yourselves this question, that if your business card was taken away, if your designation and if all the achievements at work was taken away from you, would you really have something to talk about yourself and introduce yourself? Many of us will mumble jumble about being a partner, a parent, or this, that. But really, are there achievements around music or sports or hobbies or writing or doing something for society other than your work? And maybe you're thinking that you don't have time, but that's where the problem is, that your job is not your identity, but you're making it your identity. And for you to convince and understand this and do something about this, I'm going to leave with you 6 critical anchors. The first of the anchors is that your promotion is not you. But if you have insecurity about your promotion and it shows up, then your subconscious is making the promotion your identity. Remember this. You are not your promotion, but your insecurity about your promotion shows that your subconscious is thinking that is who you are. And this is showing up in meetings, in interactions, in everything that you do, the shortcuts that you take. If you steal the blame from somebody, if you steal an idea from somebody, or if you're protective about your own ideas, you constantly are under stress to perform. There is something about the promotion that is becoming your identity. And this, the first pillar, must itself be a big shock, because whether it's 25-year-olds that I'm talking to, or 30 to 40-year-olds, or 50-year-olds that I'm talking to, it is so much a part and parcel of everything that they're doing, because that promotion is also attached to their pecking order, the benefits that they get, and so many other things, including bragging rights. So invariably, the promotion becoming a part of their identity or your identity is in fact creating the job as your identity. The second pillar that you need to watch out for is, if your self-esteem is rising and falling with every appraisal cycle, then you have outsourced your identity again to your job. And think about your own conduct and how anxious you feel before you get in and have the chat with the supervisor, or think about all the scheming and the structuring that you have done for yourself, so that when you arrive at that time, everything looks hunky-dory about your appraisal. Or think about those data massages that you have done to present your side of the story so that it looks really amazing, instead of focusing on real deep deliverables. Think, is your self-esteem attached to those appraisal cycles? If it is, then again, you have a big challenge. Your identity is locked into your job. The third pillar that you need to be careful about here is that the job title that you keep citing for yourself, you need to remember it was crafted by someone for their agenda and not for you. If you have begun believing that that job title was God sent for you, or that job title is giving you the entry into so many places, well, then again, you have completely linked your identity to your job, because like I said, that job title was created by someone for their agenda. Now this could be the HR teams, the business teams, or whoever it was. You just walked in, you're just the warm body in that. And if you are making that job title your world, then there is something seriously that you're going to lose out on. The fifth pillar that you need to remember, and this is one which comes up so much when you ask leaders to speak in forums, etc. They say that, I am passionate about this. This is what my purpose is, to build this organization. I feel very engaged with what my organization does. But then remember, if they ask yourselves, if they stopped paying you for what you're doing, would you still do it? Would you do it as a charity? If not, then that is not your purpose. That's not your passion. That is not something that is keeping you engaged. In fact, this game of engagement that we keep playing is a very big farce in the modern world. You're saying that my organization can do this or that or the other to engage me, and I'll give more and more of discretionary performance. It's all a game that you are playing. It's really not your identity. You're really not in there for anything else other than the money. and we fail to speak this truth. Most of us go to work for actually the money, and yes, the status and everything else that comes along with it, but we are not speaking the truth. We are calling it passion, purpose, and so many other things. The next pillar that you need to remember, and you need to really keep asking yourselves this question, that instead of asking what's next in my career, am I asking myself what is real in my life? And what is the condition of what is real in my life? No, we don't. Most of us are spending too much of time asking what's next in my career, what's next, what's next, what's next. Doesn't matter. At some point in time, your career won't matter. What will matter is what is real in your life and what is the condition of that. What is the reality of your relationships? What's the reality of your children and their future? What's the reality of your standing within your extended family? Or what's the reality of your life, your health, your mental health, your own hobbies and achievements which are outside of your job? If those are not in a good condition, it will not matter. And if those are not in a good condition, then again, you have outsourced your identity to your job. The last but not the least is also something you need to really remember, which is you are replaceable in a few moments. And we have seen this in layoffs and so many other decisions that happen. Even if you're the top boss, you could be absolutely dispensable. But remember, the part of you which stores your memories, your bad experiences, or your bad life is not going to get truncated. Your life will always be your own. If you're constantly thinking of how to not be replaceable, but you're not thinking about your own life, then again, you have outsourced your existence, your identity to your job. So use these 6 things that I shared with you to ask yourselves, where are you with respect to your identity? Yes, you need to do an excellent job. If you have a job, if you're working for someone, if you're running a business, you need to be excellent at it, but not because that's your identity, but because you can do everything else in your life if you're excellent at your job. If you're excellent at your job, if you finish things on time, if you finish things before time, if you have all the wherewithal, the money, then you can do everything else in your life. Configure your life like that. Take yourself seriously. Don't stake all your needs on the job. Don't go to job to say, I need my social status also from here. I need my sense of achievement also from here. I need to have my self-esteem also come from here, and all those things. Develop your life in such a way though that you have many things to be proud of. Be proud of your relationships, be proud of your children, be proud of your achievements outside of your work, be proud of your community, be proud of your contributions to others, not just the job. If you put too much of pride only on your job, and if you put too much of pride on things which come out of your job alone, you have outsourced your identity to your job, and you'll have serious trouble sooner than later. Hope you are able to change this approach of your life and career for your own good. You will actually come out to be a better human being and be better at your career also.